We spend thousands of dollars modernizing our homes, yet when it comes to bathroom hygiene, most of us are still relying on dry paper. The TOTO C100 WASHLET sits right at the entry point of the premium bidet market. At $758, it is a serious financial step up from basic bathroom fixtures. This table maps out your exact dilemma. When we compare standard toilet paper, a basic $40 cold water attachment, and the C100, the leap in upfront cost is obvious. The question is whether the daily performance earns that price tag. Notice the bottom row. While a basic attachment handles raw hygiene, the C100 separates itself entirely when we look at bowl maintenance, user comfort, and specifically mobility assistance. We are going to evaluate this unit by looking at how its technology performs for the people who actually rely on it. Individuals managing arthritis, recovering from surgery, or dealing with limited flexibility. Because this is TOTO's entry-level premium model, it delivers flagship washing technology, but it requires you to accept several distinct physical hardware constraints in your bathroom. The true value of this bidet hinges entirely on a scenario match. Your specific physical capabilities need to align with the unit's exact hardware footprint. Determining the return on your investment means moving past the luxury marketing and taking a very hard look at the functional realities and the limitations of living with this seat every day. The physical mechanics of the wash system are where this unit diverges from cheaper alternatives. TOTO uses a proprietary system they call Air-In Wonderwave. It injects tiny air bubbles into the water stream, creating a voluminous soft wash rather than a sharp, localized jet. Looking at these side-by-side tests, you can easily spot the variance across 5 pressure settings for rear and front cleansing. For users with fissures or IBS flare-ups, the lowest setting combined with the oscillating mode provides thorough coverage without the painful friction of wiping. Delivering that warm water introduces the main hardware limitation of the C100. It relies on a built-in reservoir tank to heat the water. Unlike models that cost double and feature continuous, on-demand heating, this tank holds a finite amount of warm water. If you run an extended wash cycle, the temperature will steadily drop. Following the wash, the unit utilizes a built-in warm air dryer equipped with 5 distinct temperature settings. While the fan moves a noticeable amount of air, waiting for a completely bone-dry finish requires more time than most people are willing to sit. In practice, you will still need 1 or 2 sheets of traditional paper for a quick final pat-down. You get a measurable leap in medical-grade comfort and eliminate about 80% of your toilet paper usage, as long as you accept the realities of finite warm water and a brief towel off. Mid-session, you have to tell the seat exactly what you want it to do. Control inputs run exclusively through this fixed arm panel, permanently mounted to the right side. The benefit is reliability. The primary wash and stop buttons are large, clearly labeled, and impossible to drop behind the tank like a wireless remote. Activating those buttons requires you to physically twist your upper body and reach down slightly toward your right hip while seated. For a user with severe back pain or strict torso mobility limitations, that repetitive twisting motion makes the side panel a deal breaker compared to holding a handheld remote. Getting the unit onto your toilet takes about 45 minutes with basic hand tools, but you need to account for strict spatial constraints around the bowl. The C100 utilizes a 4-foot power cord that exits the right side of the unit. You either need a very close electrical outlet, or you have to tolerate the look of a grounded extension cord running along your baseboards. Integrating this bidet successfully means ensuring your bathroom's electrical layout can accommodate the short cord, and your own physical flexibility can comfortably operate the attached arm. The active washing is only half the system. The unit also runs several passive processes automatically. The moment you sit down, the C100 automatically mists the porcelain bowl with a thin layer of water. This creates a slick surface barrier that prevents waste from adhering to the dry ceramic, cutting down the frequency of manual scrubbing with a toilet brush. Simultaneously, a built-in fan pulls the air directly out of the bowl and passes it through a catalytic carbon filter, neutralizing odors at the source before they diffuse into the room. Automating these systems means you will hear brief mechanical whirs and a short spraying sound every time you use the bathroom. The SoftClose lid drops silently, and the seat itself maintains a constant full-surface warmth across 3 adjustable temperatures, eliminating the shock of cold porcelain at 2 in the morning. While the water spray manages your hygiene, these passive heating, integrated air deodorizing, and pre-misting features quietly handle the worst parts of bathroom maintenance. Deciding to spend over $700 on the C100 requires mapping its specific design quirks directly against what you need it to achieve. This quadrant chart maps the current bidet landscape. We look at users wanting a standard hygiene upgrade versus needing a mobility aid, plotted against budget versus premium features. The TOTO C100 lands squarely here, built for users wanting premium accessibility features without ultra-luxury aesthetics. You should skip this model if you want a minimalist look, lack a nearby electrical outlet, or if twisting your torso to reach a side panel causes you physical pain. However, this unit is highly effective for buyers who specifically want TOTO's flagship bowl misting and air deodorizing tech without spending $1,500. For individuals managing arthritis or recovering from surgery, the gentle aerated wash and automated cleaning mechanics offer a tangible restoration of daily independence. The bulky side panel and finite water heater are minor daily compromises when weighed against the immediate reduction in physical friction and bathroom maintenance. Installing the TOTO C100 gives you a measurable upgrade in personal health, setting a higher, permanent standard for your daily hygiene.